Hello, loves. It's Amy. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I first found my sacred garden. Because a couple people have asked me, well, how did you find your sacred garden? So I want to share that with you. So I had started doing meditation in a group, and I would go once a week and sit in a circle with other people, and a guide, like I've been for you, would lead us along on a meditation, and many different things started opening up for me. And it was even more than just that time that I sat there in the circle. It was like I started to hear my spirit talk, or I was beginning to get to know my big S self, who is like my inner guide. And I started listening. So one of the things that was offered was that there was a person coming to town who was an energy healer, and I got the opportunity to have a session. And that was that I went into this room, and there was headphones and some music playing, and he just told me to, put the headphones on and listen to the music and relax, and he was going to clear my energy field. So when I put the headphones on and started listening to the music, very soon after that, it was like I was in a movie, and I was in a bed in a hospital, and there was like the beeping of machines. I don't know if you ever had to go visit someone who's very sick in a hospital, but oftentimes they are on a lot of different machines that make a lot of different sounds, and the machines breathe for the people or circulate their blood or lots of other things. So in this dream state I was in, I was in a hospital bed, and I could hear the beeping of the machines, and I was at peace though. I wasn't struggling, I wasn't feeling bad, and I looked over at the wall, and it opened up into this big golden circle, and I found that my body went through that golden circle. And when I came out on the other side, I was a panda. I was the panda. And I was rolling around, and I was so filled with joy. I just could feel the joy in every moment, every breath, every wiggle. It was just wonderful. And then I became a tiger. And as I was running, I was this tiger body, and I was so strong. And I could feel my paws grip the ground, and I could feel the strength of my body and the agility of my body. And it was just amazing to be the embodiment of strength. And then that body shifted, and I became an eagle. And I was flying, and I could see my eagle shadow on the ground below me. And I was flying, and I was filled with majesty. I was filled with this just like purpose, that I was flying so high and I was so strong, and it was like it was important that I was flying. It was important that I was watching out for the world below me, and I was filled with pride and majesty, like that I had a position in the world that was important, and I was fulfilling it. And then that eagle body dove into the water, and what eagle body separated out. And there was what was left of me was this golden vibrating ball. I was this golden ball that was moving around a little bit, but just like vibrating and moving. And it rose up, and it connected with all these other golden vibrating balls. And then it just flashed. And I was a part of everything. I was a part of every grain of sand. I was a part of every leaf and tree and rock and animal and person. And in that moment, that's what I was, a part of everything. And I knew the connection of all life. And then the man who was there clearing my energy touched my arm and said, "We're done." And I said, "Wow." And I went on to share that with him. Now, at the time that this occurred in my life, I had no idea how that happened and I didn't know what it meant. And I searched and searched and searched and searched for meaning. So I have searched in many different places. I have done many different healings looking to touch into an explanation, I guess, of what that was. And there came a time when I realized there really isn't any outward explanation, but there is this inward gift that I was given, that I was given that vision of all that and the actual feeling. And it was a physical experience of feeling it, and especially the feeling that we're all one, because that allows me to move along in the world and really care. And I don't mean that we're all one, like we all have to like the same stuff, or that we all look alike, or even that we all get along or think alike, but that in the essence of who each of us is, there's this connection to the love, to the source of something beyond me, beyond you, beyond something bigger, something so miraculous, like this love that takes all these different forms, all this different variety. And to me, it's absolutely wonderful that we're all different, that we're all different expressions of this love. And that gift has been something that's been given to me, and it's grown in many different ways. In one way, it grew when I went to some training to do a specific type of healing, to be a Reiki master, which is a really lovely healing energy. And when I was there doing that, it was like I really got to see in each human being that I'm with, I see that love, that connection is very strong. And it's that reminder each time that this person is a reflection of me and I am a reflection of that person, and we are rooted in that love, that knowing that it does matter what I choose, and that somehow or other it does impact and affect another person. So it helps me to really be inspired to choose loving kindness as often as I can, and to really care deeply about myself, because when I care about myself and I take care of myself and I take care of my heart and my mind with my thoughts, I take care of my life and the people in my family and my community. I'm helping to take care of all of us in my own way. But it does start with me, and that I can change shapes. I can imagine myself into anything that I choose to, and especially if I soften and breathe and relax and allow that love to come in and through me and express. It creates something that I get to learn from, about more and more and more and deeper and deeper and deeper into the possibilities, which is really the exciting part. That there's endless possibilities. There's so many ways that things can miraculously work out. So often there's different things that happen in your life, in your family, in your day, in our world. There's challenges that can seem so difficult, and there seems like there's not going to be a way that we get out of this. But I truly believe that in my attention to my heart and my on-purposeness, that I can help support the possibility of the best possible outcome for us all. So I just wanted to share with you today that that's where I began to recognize that I could go into this inner expanse of land and learn and feel and be inspired and know and trust and allow that there's this presence, there's this love that guides me and is open to support us all. So thank you. Just wanted to share with you today my story. All right.